Welcome back to my channel, all you social media loving mystical creatures. We've got some breaking news that'll make your blood boil and your heart melt. So grab a pumpkin spice latte or whatever your beverage of choice is and let S dive into this week. S. Social Media Roundup. Our first story involves everyone's favorite giant mythical beasts, aka the Kraken trying to get verified on X, formerly known as Twitter. The Kraken has been trending on the platform, but not for any of the usual reasons. Instead of its usual antics of just like sinking ships and stuff, this time it's because of its failed attempts to snag that coveted blue checkmark. For those who don't know, the Kraken, in case you hadn't noticed, is a massive sea monster from Norse mythology that looks kinda like a giant squid octopus thing with a vicious bite and enough tentacles to wrap around the entire world at least twice. It's also apparently really into posting on social media. Who knew? Now here's the thing about Kraken and the X formerly Twitter verification process. See, the Kraken isn't like your average user. It's more like your weird uncle who shows up to family gatherings uninvited and just causes chaos. In fact, the Kraken is so chaotic that Twitter literally made an exception to their rules just to ban it. You might be thinking, what did this colossal cephalopod do to warrant such special treatment? Well, let me tell you, it was epic. And by epic, I mean terrifying. The Kraken started tweeting back in May, much to the delight of users who love a good bird app monstrosity. But instead of keeping its tweets to itself, the Kraken started tweeting out other people's private information, which is like the opposite of keeping your tentacles to yourself. Twitter, of course, wasn't too happy about this, especially since the Kraken was doing it in the name of free speech. So they gave the Kraken the boot, but the Kraken wasn't having it. It started tweeting again, but this time under a new account at censored Kraken. Which is like when your mom catches you sneaking in cookies and you try to hide behind the couch. But the Kraken's efforts were futile. Twitter banned the account within hours. And this is where things got really interesting. The Kraken then tried to appeal the decision to Elon Musk himself, which is like going over your parents' heads to complain about your brother. But even Musk wasn't having it. He called the Kraken a, quote, legit troll account, and said the ban would stand. Now, this is where the existential dread sets in. The Kraken's attempts to get verified are like watching a toddler try to use a chainsaw. It's scary, it's pathetic, and most of all, it's a huge waste of time. But the bigger issue here is that the Kraken's actions have real consequences. By exposing people's private information, the Kraken could be putting them at risk of identity, theft, harassment, and who knows what else. This isn't like the Kraken trying to sink a boat. There's no glory in this. No legendary status. This is just straight up villainy. So here's hoping that the Kraken finally decides to use its massive brain power for something more productive. Like maybe trying to understand why humans love watching paint dry or attempting to figure out the plot of The Godfather. The Kraken has the potential to be a force for good in the world. But until then, we can only hope that it stays away from our Next up, mermaids are currently facing off against Karens in the comments section of their latest TikTok dance challenge. That's right. The TikTok mermaid, a popular mermaid content creator, has once again brought mermaids to the forefront of the internet's attention by challenging her followers to learn a routine. Set to Doja Cat. Song Paint the Town Red. The result? A viral sensation with over 3 million views and counting. But this time around, it seems like some commenters just couldn't handle the sight of these gorgeous mermaids dancing their hearts out. For those of you who aren't familiar with the wonderful world of TikTok mermaids, let me catch you up. These magical beings are part of a community of online creators who share mermaid-inspired content, including makeup tutorials, fashion tips, and yes, plenty of dance routines. They often wear mermaid tails, which are typically colorful and sparkly and look absolutely fabulous. But let's face it, Karens weren't gonna let these stylish mermaids have all the fun. So what did these aquatic antagonists say? Well, you're gonna love this. One commenter wrote, I hate this song, while another said, this sucks. But perhaps the most cutting remark came from one particularly witty individual who said, "They look so old, and we need to talk about it." Now, I don't know about you, but I find it hard to take any comment seriously that compares a group of talented dancers to an age group. Sure, it's a clever observation, but does it really deserve the over 24,000 likes it got? Come on, people! Let's keep it classy! It is clear that these negative Nancy-s just could UNT handle the dazzling display of talent and grace put on by these fierce mermaids. But hey, haters gonna hate. And luckily for the mermaids, there were plenty of supportive voices drowning out the criticism. One user commented, "We need more videos like this," while another said, "Let's go, girls." And my personal favorite, "Their tails are so pretty." If only the Karens could learn to embrace their inner mermaid, the world might be a little less grumpy place. Just imagine a world where everyone could dance freely without fear of judgment, where sequins and sparkles were encouraged, and where the ocean was filled with nothing but laughter and joy. Okay, maybe that's a bit unrealistic, but hey, a girl can dream, can't she? And now for our final story. Bigfoot has once again proven why it's the ultimate Instagram husband. Yes, you heard that right. Bigfoot, the elusive and mysterious creature of legend, has once again managed to evade capture, leaving cryptozoologists and casual observers alike scratching their heads and wondering if he is just like really good at hiding, or if he does not actually exist. Now, before you start typing out your angry comment about how Bigfoot is obviously a hoax, hear me out. Just because we have UNT caught this hairy beast on camera doesn't mean it est not out there lurking in the woods. In fact, Bigfoot has become somewhat of a social media sensation in recent years, thanks to its uncanny ability to avoid detection, and yet somehow still manage to show up in pictures. Take, for example, the latest Instagram posts from a certain @BearTooth. Bigfoot, whose name is presumably a nod to both his large size and his love of all things outdoorsy. The photo in question shows a blurry figure standing in front of a lush forest backdrop, looking like a real-life version of those Where's Waldo books. But is it really Bigfoot? Well, the caption says, it is. And considering that the account has over 5,000 followers and has been praised by none other than Gordon Ramsay for its Bigfoot spotting skills, I'm inclined to believe him. But even if this particular picture isn't the real deal, it's still a great example of Bigfoot's enduring appeal. People love this creature, not just because it's mysterious and elusive, but because it represents something wild and free in a world that often feels too tame. In a world where everything is Instagrammed and TikToked to death, Bigfoot is a refreshing reminder that there's still plenty of mystery left in the world. Plus, let's be real, if Bigfoot were to suddenly pop up on every social media platform, it would kinda lose its charm. Part of what makes Bigfoot so appealing is that we only see glimpses of it, just enough to keep us intrigued and wanting more. If we saw too much, it would be like watching a magician reveal their tricks. The magic would disappear. So here's to hoping that Bigfoot stays elusive forever, or at least until I get my hands on some good Wi-Fi. And that's it for this week's episode. Don't forget to follow for more updates. Also, hit that thumbs up button. Until next time, stay mystical and don't get canceled.